me tell you, I have a little bit of a Christmas wish myself. This one final time, I will bring it up, and it has a little something to do with the NHL. Now, look, I'm gonna promise here this evening. I'm not gonna let the veins in my neck stick out, and I'll try not to let my face get too red, because I already know that I've been on record numerous times over the past number of months over the whole NHL and NHLPA situation and the lockout. But I felt that during this special, joyous Christmas holiday season, that I would send out some very special greetings to all of those involved over at the NHL and the NHLPA. For nearly 4 months now, the NHL and NHLPA have traded so many proposals and counter-proposals that, well, I've kind of lost count. They've had federal mediators involved that they've dismissed after, just about 2 or 3 days. They've had player-owner-only meetings, and each time it's had the same result. Gary Bettman and the owners have indicated that the players need to concede more. Donald Fehr and the players want certain contractual guarantees and what they feel is their fair share of the pie, which generally means that it needs to be more than 50% of the hockey-related revenue. Last week, however, though, fans had their hopes buoyed one more time as rumors began to circulate on Monday and Tuesday of secret meetings that were taking place. There was talk that Bettman and company had broken a bit and that they were making a proposal that was closer to what the players had been demanding all along. And has occurred so many times over the past number of months, all of us who are fans, well, we got optimistic. Well, that all evaporated last Thursday when Gary Bettman broke off all talks with the NHLPA, claiming to the press and the media that owners, when they were told, were visibly shook and shocked by the players' prompt dismissal of the latest proposal. Allegedly, the major difference at this point right now is about $100 million, which the players claim they have to have. As fans have reeled over the past number of months, blaming one side or the other, suddenly, after this final situation that occurred last week, it seemed that all of us were singularly pointing our fingers at Donald Fehr and the players, the side that many felt the NHL needed to acquiesce to. Now let's sum this all up for just a second. As fans, we have lost nearly half the season. We've lost the Winter Classic. We've lost the All-Star Game. But here's the most ironic and asinine part of the whole situation. The players have lost more than the net income loss that they would have had to have absorbed had they simply accepted the very first proposal the NHL had submitted to them prior to the lockout on September 16th. Think about that, and I want you to let that sink in for a moment. The players have lost more now than any of the concessions that they would have had to have made under any of the NHL proposed CBAs. And yet the players have not rebelled against Donald Fehr. As a result of all these recent circumstances, Gary Bettman and the NHL announced this past Monday that all scheduled games through December 31 are now officially canceled. Well, congratulations, Don Fehr. Your guys now lose even more. It now seems a damn near conclusion that the season will ultimately be wiped out. And to me, it just seems it's a matter of days, in my opinion. I have stated numerous times that after the lockout that wiped out the season of 2004, that it took me until 2007 to return to the game and the sport that I have loved for many, many years. I have been an NHL fan. I played hockey. And I have been a Philadelphia Flyers fan since 1974. That's 39 years, Gary Bettman. That's 39 years, Donald Fehr. This is a sport that is frequently referred to as the fourth in the country. As it's becoming more and more obvious to me that this season is now a loss, I'm putting you on notice, Gary Bettman and Donald Fehr. If it took me 3 years to return the last time, I guarantee you it will take me much longer this time. Oh, and one more thing. Bettman, take notice. Donald Fehr, take notice. Ed Snider, take notice. That's my statement for this evening.
A tissue?
Thank you very much.